No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's how you defend. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. It's the Sixers out in front.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Rockets aren't down by too much at the half. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Blocks.
Very physical basketball in the first half from these squads. Lots of block shots and some great defensive intensity.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Sixers control it. To Tobias Harris. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
And count the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Into the front court comes Wall. His guys down by 9. To Randolph. No good, and no foul. Cousins can't connect from in close. To Embiid. Goes to the left side from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Houston takes over. Oh, emphatic slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Gordon with it. The margin standing now at 7. Got a piece of it. Plays like that could turn a game around. The big fella, Zach Randolph. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nice pass to get things going.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Sixers have the basketball. Has a chance. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Embiid. Joel Embiid. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Screen coming. To Wall. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. The shot clock expires. Time for some new personnel into the game. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Randolph. Deep left corner. Wall. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America.
The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Wall with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Drive here, but the shot stays out. Fires the three. Not easy.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Substitution being made in this one. To Cousins. Bamute.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Wall across the timeline. 14-point deficit. Cousins. Now a steal by Philly. Great feed. Has a look. The jumper's off the mark. Gordon with it. Trailing by 14. Tobias Harris snatching it out of the air. It's in the hands of Philadelphia.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Gets it in the right corner. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Into the front court. It's Wall. His guys down big. Short jumper off the mark.
And he usually makes a living on shots like that, but sometimes maybe it's just not your night.
Mbah a Moute. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Flushes it home.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Hits the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Simmons. The pass set it all up.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Wall into the front court. Down a bundle. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
First free throw is good.
Number 34, Shaun Livingston.
And he makes them both. And now Houston has the basketball. Livingston. And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Substitutions, Houston.
Here's Wall for two. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Into the front court comes Wall. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Knocks it down from mid-range.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Wall to Mbah a Moute. 4-3. Not that time. Cleaning the offensive glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Wall to Sean Livingston. To Bamutek. Good look that time, but off the mark. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
John Wall, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Simmons. For three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Gets it to go. And the foul.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Game 6-6 Boston Celtics 1-3-2 Orlando Magic 9-6 final.
Sean Livingston trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15.
Game 6-6 Portland Trail Blazers 1-4-1 Cleveland Cavaliers 1-0-5
To
final.
Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. Looking good, 4 for 5.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shots. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Nice pass to set things up. Slam dunk Sean Livingston.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
It's Rockets ball. Wall, guarded by Howard. To Sean Livingston. Surveys the floor. Chandler's shot won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
That'll be out of bounds. Simmons the last to touch. Tight space with the crossover.
Oh, yeah, that's light work. That's light work.
And he finishes at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Wall up against the 8-time All-Star. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
First one goes down. able to convert on both free throws.
Game 6-6 Memphis Grizzlies 139 Minnesota Timberwolves
Going
135
beyond the
final.
arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Gordon with it. His guys down 11. Shot from the lane, won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Wall. Lets it fly from long range. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The 76ers have the lead. It'll be Rockets
Game
basketball
6-6
here.
Sacramento
We start the
Kings
fourth quarter.
1-0
They
for
trail to
Indiana
this point,
Pacers
but you have
9-3
to say,
final.
This one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Wall. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Knocked loose. Hill across the timeline. Leads 4. Seth Curry lays it in.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Wall. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Dwight Howard pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Hill into the front court. His team on top by 8. George Hill. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Wall. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Beyond the arc for 3. Danny Green can't get down to go. Defense all over him. Wall with it up top. The deficit now up to 12. Good. Off a spin.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
To Danny Green. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That no good. Off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Hill across the timeline. His team leads it by 10. And the rebound taken down by Houston. Wall across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. To Danny Green. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
From the painted area, won't go down. Danny Green to Seth Curry from long range. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Seth Curry. And counted at the rim. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Game 6-6 Phoenix Suns 1-0-3 Atlanta Hawks 1-3-5 final.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Wall to Shaun Livingston. Wall. Down low, Randolph. Not that time. To Danny Green. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. Livingston to bring it up. The deficit now up to 13. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. To Tobias Harris. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Count the bucket for two.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
A pass taken away by the Rockets. Dwight Howard sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Sixers able to clear the rebound. And the rebound taken in by the Rockets. And he hits.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Tyson Chandler sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
And the rebound comes down to Green. That is great vision to set it up. Wide open look won't go. The follow won't go either. Livingston, Bamute, down low. Nice pass to set things up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Danny Green to Tobias Harris. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player a short arm shot.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
For Houston, number 2, John Wall.
Into the front court, it's Wall. The margin standing now at 7. Gets it in the left corner. To Wall. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Seconds to shoot. Gets it in the right corner. Fires the three. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Cashes in for 2.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Simmons with it. Leads 3. To Danny Green. 4-3. Great defense.
Green 6-6 Washington Wizards 1-3-4 Milwaukee Bucks 1-3-5 final.
Make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
To Bamutek. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Knocked loose. And finishes strong. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Sixers control it. To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did
Game
last year.
6-6 San Antonio Spurs 9-4 Utah Jazz 1-2-6 final.
Not that time.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Wall. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Wall. To Bamutek. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots, shooting 75% so far tonight. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Wall into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. And the finish, slam dunk.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Joel Embiid, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
To Tobias Harris. For three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Rockets have the ball. Ben Simmons with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Wall. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit, easy layup.
Screen coming.
Watch Cutter. Watch Cutter.
Five on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Embiid with the board. Going to launch beyond the arc. Count the triple.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lets it fly from long range. That misses with 3 seconds left. The Sixers are victorious as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers won this game after a close finish. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Rockets just couldn't close this one out. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Houston Rockets. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.